After all these years, do you still get pumped for opening night?
And Michael asked me that this morning, Steve, and yes, you know, when I get nervous and get upset and get a little edgy with the questions a little bit, yeah, I'm excited. So that's a good sign. So yeah, still do, and didn't sleep much last night. So you know, get a little irritated with the players quicker. So yes, I do get excited.
All things being equal, Terrence and Norm seem to feel like, you know, same sort of role on the team. One's more of a shooter, one's more of a slasher. Who comes off the bench first just going to be a product of the game itself?
You know, right now T. Ross is ahead, you know, as far as just because I thought before his injury he was playing some of his best basketball. So, you know, it would be his situation to lose. Norm is still going to be an important part of what we do just because of his toughness, his grittiness, and we're going to need that.
You mentioned DeMar and Kyle. Or when they come in and when they come out, is that going to change that much from last year?
Not a lot. You know, a little bit, but not a lot, Mike. You know, just you know, we just got to be more cognizant of it and be more disciplined with it. You know, it's usually a fight a lot of times when Kyle wants to come out, doesn't want to come out. So it's usually a debate, but I gotta, you know, protect him from himself sometimes.
How are the Pistons different without Reggie? You know, Reggie and Drummond, that pick and roll is such a huge part of their offense.
Yes, huge. I mean, they're missing him, but they still have a handful in Drummond. Tobias Harris is playing at a high level. The Morris twin is playing at a very high level. So those two perimeter players, and Stanley Johnson didn't have a great exhibition game against us, but he has been playing very, very good. And you know, their physicality and toughness is going to be a challenge for us. Just how strong and tough. They post up more than anything else. They're some of the best ISO players in the league with Harris and Morris. So they present a problem. You know, they still run the pick and roll. Excuse me, Ish Smith still attacks with his pick and roll. But you know, and Drummond is still a problem on the board. So we got to do a good job of keeping them from rolling, making sure we get bodies in front of him, and really try to cut down on their isolation game with Harris and Morris.
You've gone through so many renditions of Raptors in your time here, from what is the team to the team that might be tanking to all the different things that have gone. What's it like to start a season with a different sort of set of questions that you've never had before?
Well, Steve, it's the same for me. I know, again, last year, we were 0-0. Whether, I don't know, you know, our goal is to get back to form where we were last year. I don't know if it's the same. I'm not saying we're going to have the same record, but get back to that level. How we're going to get there may be different, you know, in the way we do it. But again, I do know one thing: we've got to be the hardest working team on the floor. I know it's cliche-ish, but if we don't come out and play if all 15 guys walk on the floor hard, we're average team. I mean, if we don't leave it out there on the court. You know, we don't have one guy that's going to dominate the game by himself and just dictate a game and win a game by himself. We need each other, and those things are going to have to be a hallmark of what we do.
From what you've seen through camp and the preseason, knowing what DeMar and Kyle went through with the Olympic experience, how much have they grown because of that?
I think it's given them a level of confidence, a little swagger. They're going through that experience, and like most guys that have gone through experience, really get. You know, things don't rattle DeMar as much. The game is really slowed down even more for him, and I've seen that growth even before this. But now he has the ball. He has a plan of what he wants to do. He's still, you know, an isolation player, a very good one. And Kyle's playing with a lot of confidence and playing more of an intelligent game. There's a method to his madness. So the confidence part has really rubbed off on him. And again, it should. It should, just because you represent your country and you come back with a gold medal, you know, playing with the best in the world for 2 months, whatever it was, you know, it rubs off.